We'll go for a 3-1 defeat here to Middlesbrough. What's your initial thoughts on the game?
Yeah, obviously really disappointed with the results. I thought the attitude of the lads was fantastic. First half, I thought we were solid. We were hard to play against. We had a couple of chances. We were well in the game, and then second half, as the game went on, I think their qualities just came through in the end. Obviously, really sloppy goals from our part. But again, I can't fault the attitude of the group, and disappointing.
Yeah, is that the key to it? It's momentary lapses that's cost us today in terms of those 3 goals conceded.
Yeah, for sure. And we've conceded too many goals of late. We have to get back to basics, 100%. But it's very, very important that we stick together now. It's been a really difficult week, probably the most difficult this season. Them 3 games in such quick succession, but. Listen, we move on, and it's the most important thing is we move on together. We've had a lot of injuries of late, a lot's been taken out of the legs of the boys, and I think on the back of a really good 6 months, where we've finished the highest at Christmas in for the 10 years. There's so many positives to take out of the season up to now, but we realise that this is a massive club, a massive job that we've got on my hands, and the staff's hands, and the most important thing is that we stick together. I thought the fans today really stuck behind the group, even at the end they clapped the boys off. So that's what I want. We need that togetherness, and we need to stick through. We need to stick together through all these tough times.
Yeah. Sorry, Gaffy, you mentioned the injuries already there, but it's compounded. Half an hour gone and Mark Roberts goes down. What are the early signs on his injury?
It looks like Robbo's strained his hamstring, which is obviously disappointing. But George Fenn coming on. George hasn't trained for 6 weeks. He wasn't even supposed to be on the bench today, and he's popped up after 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So full credit to him. But again, that just shows the attitude that we've got in the group. Anyone who's needed will come on and put a solid performance in.
Yeah, and again, you can always look back in hindsight. Christian Bielik goes close with a header down one end, and then we didn't quite manage to clear our danger for their opening goal. Is the annoyance it's a free header at the back post that opens the scoring? Yeah,
it's annoying. I think we could have stopped it at source. There's a number of chances to clear the ball, a number of chances to actually get the ball up the pitch, individually. So, yeah, really disappointing manner that we conceded the goal, and it's all three goals were really disappointing. But again, their attitude to the boys was good, and the way the fans kept behind us was fantastic.
Is that key to it, that you're asking these players to go out time and time again? That's the 3rd game in a week. I know you won't make any excuses for it, but it's hard to be too harsh on the boys when they're churning out these performances and the mileage they're doing each and every game.
Yeah, their attitudes have been different class. I think everyone can see that the injuries will take its toll. Of course it will, and the size of the squad. But whoever performs out there are always 100% committed and will run the course for the club, and for the fans. So again, I'm very grateful of the fans sticking by the team. It's been a really tough week, but overall it's been a good 6 months, and we'll come again as long as we stick together through the 2 difficult periods, which we will. And when everyone's back fit, and if we can strengthen possibly in January a little tiny bit, then that'll be great.
Yeah. Just going back to that second half, you make a quadruple substitution, you get the impact you're looking for. Tahith Chong gets one back. Did you feel that momentum starting to shift? The pressure certainly felt like it was building on that goal.
Yeah, definitely, and I did. I felt that the changes really helped. But again, real sloppy 3rd goal, on our part. So it's something that we've got to stop. We pride ourselves on being difficult to beat, to keep clean sheets, and very proud of that defensive record. And at the moment, we're not defending collectively, and we're not doing it well enough.
Yeah, great characters in that dressing room, some proud characters as well. How are they? They'll pick themselves up after this one?
They will, yeah. Obviously, everyone's really down. As I say, it's been a tough week, but nothing that we probably didn't expect at some point throughout the season. We've said that whoever there was going to be highs, there's going to be lows, but we also said that when we get our suspensions and injuries, the squad's going to be really tested. It's given opportunities for boys to start and claim the shirt, as well. So, the squad's going to be used from now to the end of the season enormously, and whoever wears the shirt when they're playing need to step up and be ready for action.
Yeah, is it all about perspective and just keeping a lid on where we are as a club at the moment?
Of course, you know, when I came in 6 months ago, I knew how difficult and what the size of the challenge was ahead, you know, and that's no different now. That's not changing at all now. We know that we've got to stick together. We know there's going to be tough times, there's going to be some good times ahead, but the way the fans stayed behind the group today was really pleasing, you know, and it needs to continue, because the only way we're going to finish the season well is if we all stick together.
Very finally, a change of focus now to the FA Cup and Forest Green. Will any of those injured players be any closer come this time at the weekend?
Well, hopefully Scotty Hogan, George Hall will join back in the next day or so, which will be really pleasing. Hopefully Gary Gardner then will be available nearly the end of the week or the following week, and then we'll just have to wait for the rest, you know. But if we can get three good Championship players back to help the group, then that's really pleasing.